designer. Pero mira como vaina, girl. Papatona la designer. Pero mira como vaina, girl. El flow que te llevases. Ay, aquí competencia ya no hay. Nadie se compara a tu style. Por eso andamos falla, por eso andamos. De todas las guiales, es la number one, es la buena, mi male. Yeah, 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 yeah. Me dice que tal, si vamos a quemar, you know. Pero vaya, gente que no le gusta que no sea normal, mala. Estamos en la buena, pero con ellos en la mala. Solo tenemos una vida.
Okay, now look straight at the camera. Are you looking straight at the camera?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Just a second. I know you're in a hurry because you're standing in the sun. But I'm not too concerned with that. Just wait. I'm at an F8 ISO 1600. I don't need to be in an F8 flow. Just wait. Stand out there a little bit longer. Just keep standing out there, my gosh. You ain't got nothing else to do. What else you got to do? Nothing.
Hi.
You got nothing else to do today. Okay, just stand right there. Be still. Be still. Lock the focus. Okay, the focus is locked. The ISO is at a 320. Okay, you can come out of there. All right, good job. Good job. Thank you for your uncooperation. I want to welcome you to my new cooking station. It's not really a new cooking station. I just reorganized things out here. Now, hold on, let me turn my monitor around. I'm just messing around with my cooking station here. Some of y'all might find this boring as can be. Some folks might find it interesting. Sort of a behind the scenes look. Haven't been doing my cooking shows for quite some time. Why? Well, many reasons. We got here, Grandma was here. Lately she's been working in a cornfield, but you know, she'd get up early, cook breakfast in the morning, so that kind of knocked me out of cooking breakfast. In the evenings, you got Flo over here, you know, between Flo, Grandma, Calamansi, and the old lady. They're trying to cook up something with their flavors, right? So I don't want to say I got pushed out of the main chef got pushed out of his kitchen, but I just kind of laid back, let them do their thing. But what happened yesterday is we were watching a bunch of old videos, and this ain't rocket science to figure out, but we're watching a bunch of our old videos and we're like, man, we used to eat a heck of a lot better than we're eating these days. And one reason is because we live out here. Me and my buddy were talking about we're on the last train stop. We're basically the last train station from Cebu City. Now you could count Maya as the last train station, but we're basically at the end of the line. And so like certain things aren't as readily available as they are in Angeles City or Barrio Barreto. For example, when I first moved here, we lived across the street. Every time I went to this little Prince, they had mozzarella cheese. I was like, hey, great, you know, little local pizza places in town. I'm not real fond of their local type pizza. I said, I'll make my own pizza. But shortly after I did that little video, I stopped being able to get mozzarella cheese. Maybe there's somewhere in this town. Yes, I can go to the next town down or keep going towards Cebu City and find some mozzarella, but it's not convenient. Finding stuff like tortillas. I had tortillas when I first came here. Now I can't find a damn tortilla. Fresh options, if you're anywhere near fresh options, be thankful that you are. Because going to Fresh Options and getting some beautiful pork steaks like it was nothing. We used to eat pork steaks every night. Now I go to the market, I'm looking at these cuts of meat, and I changed my mind because it don't look good. Can't get boneless chicken breasts. Get a whole chicken, no problem, and some wings. But when you're used to cooking a certain way with certain flavors, and then all of a sudden the ingredients aren't as easy to come by. Broccoli. I never see any broccoli up here. And I'm not saying there's not broccoli, but usually when you buy broccoli in the Philippines, it's wrapped up in like a pound of newspaper and 18,000 rubber bands so they can get the weight up. But like my girl, I say my girl, our vegetable lady in Angeles City, she sold me straight broccoli, no rubber bands, no newspaper, weighing it down. And I was eating broccoli all the time, and I love broccoli. I'm a broccoli hunter. I love to hunt broccoli. And here, ain't no season on broccoli. There's broccoli around here. It either don't look good or costs $1 million. Anyhow, look, the minute I came out here to start talking, this one comes out there and hijacks. This is why I haven't been doing my cooking shows. She gets a great idea and hijacks what I was about to do out here. Okay, now I was planning on making some bread, and she comes out here, rips open the pan de sal. She's got my yeast, my brown sugar, and the last of my butter taken over. Now, how do you know I wasn't going to cook some bread out here?
My God, we don't know that you're going to cook.
Okay, well let's establish something. I'm gonna establish it with everybody here. This is the chef's cooking table.
Somebody, where are we going to cook?
Take a good look at all the tools that I have laid out on this table. Because used to, when I was the only chef, I could lay my tools out. I know where my tools are. I come back, my gloves are here. My Gerber strong arm is here. My Lamson Sharp barbecue tools, made in America, thus made in America too. All this stuff was laid out. And then when you put multiple chefs in the kitchen, you can't find your stuff. Buried in the back of the thing, it's a nightmare, right? So I'm trying to take back over. And when I moved them next door over to the little house and I moved their kitchen over there, that was part of my intent, was to get them out of here so they don't mess with my cooking table. Stress I'm under here, folks. The stress I'm under. So back to talking about ingredients. That's another reason I quit. I just gave up on, it's not like I can jump on the Tesla chopper, run to Fresh Options, get some badass pork steaks, and I'm back in like 8 minutes. No, I go there, I'm looking, it don't look good, and I'm like, I just give up on cooking pork for the night. Let me take a look at the shrimp. Does that look good? Forrest G, hey man, you're not in the appropriate family-friendly attire, buddy. Let's get you some shorts on, man. Ladies, can we get the boys some shorts on, please? When Forrest G comes home from school, obviously he's, wants to take a load off, relax. He just strips down, cools off. Hey man, get out of that brown sugar. That ain't brown sugar, that's yeast. You certainly don't want to be eating that yeast, my goodness. But can we get some shorts on the young man, okay? I'm making an award-winning cooking show here. I love you, son. Did you have a good day in school? Here, let's get this out of the way before you get in trouble there. 'Cause Mama ain't watching you like Papa watches you. Here, there we go. Okay. All right. Anyhow, back to, I don't even know what I was talking about because they have come out here and just totally derail what I'm doing, what my plans are. So, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make me some tea. I'm gonna make some tea. I'm gonna make this one. Can you go into my man cave and get the other wireless mic and go ahead and mount it next to your breast? Yeah, thank you very much. Put your hair down for the cooking show. So this is my little tea kettle. If you haven't seen this in a past video, it's a little campfire tea kettle. So cute, But the ladies, looks like, did y'all use this for grease or something? Huh? No, hey. Okay, this thing is useless. Folks, I'm gonna give you all a secret about the best water jug in the Philippines that you can buy. It's not the little thing that you put the water jug on top of and do. I don't need two. One of y'all mount that thing and make sure it's on. You know how to turn it on, right? Been doing this for 7 years. Honey, can you hand me our water jug that came with the free cookies? I'm gonna tell y'all a secret about the best water jug. It's not this. It's not the one you put your jug on top of, because the problem with those things, you gotta clean them, they get gummed up. I'm gonna show you, and nobody's paying me to say this, but how many water jugs in the Philippines have we went through that are just junk? And then I'm over on the cookie aisle. This is called the Rabisco Party Jug Biscuit Medley. I'm over on the cookie aisle at Prince, and I see this bucket. They wanted some cookies, right? So when you buy these cookies, I'm looking at, hey, how can I continue to use that receptacle? So I'm looking at them. I'm like, hey, we could put rice in that. You know, we could put sugar in that, keep the bugs out. And I saw this guy right here, and I said, that's perfect for rice. Absolutely perfect for rice. Go ahead and get that. It's got a nice lid, pretty sturdy lid. You know, it's flat on top, nice and square. Lid locks on there pretty good, right? What I did not realize until I got it home was this thing comes with this faucet, spigot, whatever you want to call it here, right? Now, you got to install it, but it comes inside the thing, and this thing is closed up. So what you got to do when you get done eating the cookies is take a knife, a sharp knife, and just cut a little bitty hole and then thread it through there. It's got washers, gaskets, whatever you want to call it. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is the best water dispenser that we've had, because that little faucet is quality. It's got a very tight spring in there. I mean, this thing is an absolute champion. And you got to put some pressure on it. So like the kids can't come over here and play with it, because it takes some pressure to get the thing running. But it is just an absolute champion. And it was cheaper. It is cheaper, about the same price, you know, as buying something like this, and you get a whole bucket of cookies. So don't y'all all go out there and buy this, because I'm gonna buy a bunch of them. Because I get tired of buying, you know, any type of water dispensing device. And if you don't know, here in the Philippines, you can't drink the water. Most places, when you leave the West, you can't drink out of the manguera. It's not safe. Okay, you get sick, you'll be crapping like a goose for weeks. You have to buy filtered water. They bring it around in the, you know, the typical water cooler stuff that you're used to in the office, right? But again, this thing will hold almost one of them water jugs, not complete. But you got to put some pressure on that. That is just a very well built faucet, whatever you want to call the thing. It doesn't leak at all. And if you have to clean it, it's much easier to take this thing apart and clean it out than it is those other dispensers. Anyhow, I'm gonna fill this up and make me some tea. Oh, and as far as the cookies, they're just like the little cheap animal crackers, whatever. They're still eating on them. I think we just now finished this thing. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy. When I go to get cookies, that's what I'm gonna get, because I get a water receptacle out of it. Or don't cut the hole in it. And it's a real good rice storage device, and it's flat, so they stack up. Maybe the next one I'll use for rice. All right. Coming here with some Lipton. Here they don't say Lipton. Lipton. Proper pronunciation. This little camp thing, just put that in there like so. Put your tea bag in there. I put 2 since filled it up. Just put them down in there. Put this here contraption on top. I probably should have boiled it out, because the ladies have been using it for oil. Tell you folks, you know, lifestyle changes if you live around your wife's family. It just does, because you just got so many people coming and going. Not complaining, just explaining everyday life. I mean, for example, you have somebody show up with their own ingredients. They're just cooking on my cooking table. Like, what is this? Open kitchen? Open for anybody to come cook? But hey, that's the way things work here. You can't complain. All right, I got to cut the gas on over here. And what we got going on for supper? We use this crock pot quite a bit, right? I say like this thing right here is junk. It's junk because this thing just falls apart. That's the problem. There's a jug's a plastic jug, but that falls apart. So probably what we'll do is just use this for rice storage because it's junk. It's kind of crazy that the damn cookie dispenser people come up with a great idea. Hey, now they don't even cut a hole. You got to cut your own hole. So all they did was say, hey, let's throw in this little plastic piece. Now it's dual purpose. Absolute genius. Can you cut the gas on? Because I'm trying to make some tea. Okay. Back to what I was talking about here. This is our supper, folks. I'm glad we got the bigger size crock pot. You can actually fit 2 chickens in there, but we usually only put 1. And what happens is, say you go into your ref and you've got like, I don't know, not leftover vegetables, but say you've got, say you've got a quarter of a squash, you've got a half a cabbage, half a potato, whatever. You take all that, not leftover, but you take all of that, those vegetables, it's about to go bad, especially if it's about to go bad, don't throw it out, don't waste it. Okay, what do? You chop it up, throw it in the crock pot, put a whole chicken on the top, a few spices, and turn it on. By that night, you've got great chicken soup that'll feed, this crock pot feeds everybody. When I say everybody, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 adults, 3 kids. Okay, obviously you're adding rice. But 1 chicken with those vegetables will feed 6 adults, 3 kids. You still have a little bit left over, believe it or not. And the chickens here aren't that big, they're small chickens. That's supper for tonight. Okay, now they cut the gas on and I had the thing on here. Make sure I don't blow myself up here. There we go. Cut that bad boy up. And the trick with this thing is to not turn it all the way up, because it's got a little wood handle over here. I don't want to char my wood handle. Got to get the flame down. All right, so they've got the Joy of Baking all-in-one Pandasol mix. I guess they're going to try to make some Pandasol, which I was going to do later on the grill. But if they're going to come out here and do it their way, maybe I'll just let the camera run. I'll just retire to my man cave and then see what clips I get out of it. Only thing I'm concerned with, folks, is my tea. Quit drinking beer. Well, I quit drinking, period, months ago. So now, I like tea. Tea and coffee. The coffee you get here is called 3-in-1. It's like a different tasting hot chocolate. It's not real coffee. I gotta order me some real coffee so I can start brewing some real coffee on my little kettle. But look at this. They've done invaded my space to the point I don't even know what the hell I was talking about. Whatever I was gonna do beyond making tea, they've destroyed my thought process. Welcome to my world. There you go. I'll give you a close-up if I can get it. Yeah, it might be out of focus, got a focus lock. But a Rubisco party jug biscuit medley. Who knew? Do you want to explain to me how you're going to cook this bread? Because I was going to bake the bread.
In the ano.
You're going to break the bread in the ano.
In the grill.
Are you referring to my grill? Folks, if you just joining us, this is the Barrel Pro classic size smoker. That piece of gear right there was made in the Philippines, near Manila, by the good folks in the Philippines. Love it. Smoker. We never use it as a smoker, only once in a blue moon. We use it as a barbecue grill, oven, everything like that. And you can buy them that are just the grill version, but get the smoker just in case you want to smoke. And also this little firebox is where we keep the charcoal and the paper. You know, it's great storage. It's only a few bucks more. Get the smoker version. That's my advice. So baby, can you tell us what you're doing right there?
Put the butter.
Put the butter. All right, step one, put the butter. Good job.
Good job.
Now, see, the problem with this thing here on my little burner, it doesn't sit real well. Now that's hot, baby. I've told y'all many times it's hot. Somebody gonna burn themselves. Why don't you come over here?
It's so hot in there. Oh my God, I don't
Come
want.
on over in the sun, baby.
No,
Come on over in the sun. I see you're not in frame over there.
I don't want in the sun. It's so
Okay, how about right there? There you go. Now you're in frame. Just put it like this so people can see what you're doing. Okay, it's right here. There you go, right there. Although, I will admit, there is a flaw. Not for me. This is sort of by design. But there's a flaw with the Filipinas. What don't they like? The sun. And so right now, midday, you know, this is open air here, which is good and bad. It's good because obviously I got my grill going here. The smoke can go up so I can be cooking and I can be grilling and I can show the whole operation at one time. That's the good thing. The bad thing is for them, they got to stand out here in the sun. Now, I take my shirt off and enjoy getting a tan while I'm cooking. That's me. But the design was they can stand on that side out of the sun. I stand on this side in the sun. And then I can also barbecue and I don't have to move stuff around. Now there is one more flaw. If it's about to come a hard rain, this side of the cooking table is going to get wet. I'm not worried about the grill. I'm not babying this grill anymore. Okay, if it has to sit outside in the elements, so be it. Or maybe I'll put a cover over it, but eventually this will probably go to the cornfield. Because I think it looked beautiful out there, barbecuing in Grandma's cornfield. Okay, hold up, hold up, hold up. Now listen, we have a can opener where you don't have to open the can.
Give me
Huh?
the baking soda and the yes.
Okay, here's the baking soda.
Yes.
Yes, what? Yeast. Long E sound, not yes. This is yeast. So just something else you'll learn if your Filipino wife says she needs to go buy some yes, or hey, we have any yes, I want to make some bread. Just their pronunciation of yeast. And this confuses the heck out of me many times when we talk about cooking. All right, that's yeast. All right, now listen. This is my authentic Gerber strong arm. No. Listen, you missed out on the whole point, baby. This knife is not to be touched by anyone but the chef, especially not used to open up cans. There's many ways to skin a cat, I reckon. So this is my dilemma I talked about before. Shout out to my buddy Gene and his family. Thank y'all very much. He brought me this authentic Gerber strong arm. This is made in America by the good folks in Oregon. Because you've seen us cook and use a fake Gerber strong arm that I got years ago. This is the real deal. So I already see, and I've already answered my question, you know, was I gonna leave this thing out here in the wild? And the answer is no, because she's already trying to open a can with my Gerber strong arm. Now this is another knife that they've ruined from chopping open cans, chopping cow poop, wood, everything else when I bought this to cook carrots with. So you can see this thing over here percolating. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit, let it percolate a while. I would request, honey, that you get the can opener and maybe I can show you how to use the can opener instead of the, at some point somebody's going to the hospital to get stitches type can opener. If used properly to cut carrots, there's no danger in this thing. But doing this number to open cans, just lay it down on there like that, right? Okay? And just start turning it until it catches. Okay, well, I think I see the problem. This thing's a piece of junk.
See, I told you.
Okay, so this thing's officially
Can you open?
non-combat effective. Here, combat ineffective. Okay, there you go. Whoa! This is the only can opener that we have?
Yeah.
Where's the one you go like this, go like this, go like this?
The
Look.
knife.
Maybe there's a can opener. You go like this, go like this, go like this.
No, no, only that.
Folks, don't try this at home. But you know what? Here's the way I do it. Instead of just going like that, you just pop it. Okay? Just pop it like that, real easy. Not too much force, so your hand don't slide off of there. Just like that, right? And with this stuff, I don't like making like more than one cut because I'm scared that a piece of metal or a shard will get loose in there and somebody will break a tooth. Yeah, give me a cup. There we go. And what do we got here, baby? What is this?
Milk.
Just call it evap. You ready?
Yeah.
There you go. Who's the best foreign guy in the world?
That's enough. That's enough, sir.
Yeah, I get rid of the cans. Somebody sliced themselves open, reaching in the ref for that. Here, put it in there. There you go. Never have too much milk, baby. All right, so my tea has percolated quite nicely enough. One more bad thing about this setup is that from a videography standpoint, we got two different lighting situations. I'm out here highlighted by the sun. She's in the shade. The light changes. So that's an issue too. You know, if you set up a proper studio where you can control the lighting, well, it's much easier. Everything's the same. You come in, click the lights on, verify the settings. But with changing lighting conditions, you know, sometimes it's more challenging. All right, hold that up, baby. Show them what you got going on there. And where are you going to bake this bread?
Grill.
In my barbecue grill?
Yeah.
Did you ask for permission to utilize my barbecue grill?
Paki ko.
I don't recall granting anybody permission to utilize my grill. Now, one thing good about this setup here, folks, is I have a faucet here. And if I end up liking this, I'll just put a little outdoor sink. But I do have a little concrete thing in the ground here with a drain, so it's out like a little outdoor sink. It'd be much nicer if you got one up here, you know, where the ladies don't have to bend down. But yeah. So that's the other good thing about my little cooking setup over here. Now there's a faucet over there too. Anyhow, obviously you need a water source when you're trying to cook outside. Now I can see more of the sun is going to come here and get onto my crock pot. I'm going to push this over a little bit. So maybe I make some adjustments. Maybe I move this thing up by the fire extinguisher. Move the grill up here just where the smokestack is sticking out the back, sort of like we had it before. But the problem with that is the doors right there. So if I put the table there and the grill here, you got people coming in and out. You know, you would have people coming by in the background here disturbing my cooking show. Maybe I just block that door off. People have to go around the front. Bring the ref outside. What do you think about that? You know, bring the ref outside? Just, maybe the refrigerator. Bring the refrigerator outside, put an outdoor sink, and then you don't even need to go in the house. You know, I'll put a bucket over there. You need to take a CR break. You don't even got to go in through that door. Now that Filipina wife, numero dos, has come out here and taken over, I like to put a little brown sugar. Are you done with the brown sugar?
Yeah, brown sugar.
Okay, well, I'm sure you weren't concerned about using my brown sugar that I was going to put in my tea. Yeah, that little teapot. That's cute as could be. Get out here in the sun, look at that. Right into the Yeti coffee cup. I'll tell you the reason I like the fatter coffee cups like this. Okay, I've had this for a long time, and we have the tumblers. You've seen those, right? Typical insulated drinkware. But the reason this is so much better if you're an office person or a desk person is because it has that wide body, low center of gravity, and it don't tip over as easy. Whereas if you're drinking out of those tall tumblers, and they tip over easy. I mean, if you just accidentally hit them with your elbow, they're gonna tip over and ruin your keyboard or your laptop. This thing here is more stable. And also, when you put scalding hot water in there, this thing will get to drinkable temperature much quicker than the tumblers. They'll retain heat for so long, it's still too hot to drink. But you put it in here, leave the lid off. It's got more surface area for some of that heat to leave where it's cool enough to actually drink it. So when I'm drinking hot beverages, or even when now, I got this hard rule, don't put any drinks near the camera equipment or the computers, but I violate it. But when I do, I always put it in this. Less chance of the thing tipping over, even if you got a lid on there. This is just more sturdy, more stable. But the ladies, we're late to the game on the Stanley Cup trend or what have you. I had no idea that Stanley made some new products until recently. I tell you, I don't watch TV. Most of the stuff that comes out of the US, I find out from you, the viewer. I have no idea. You know, I'm still trying to figure out what a pronoun is. Anyhow, they are into the Stanley Cups. And so they got a lot of products that they're looking at, just in love with those Stanley Cups, where even though we've been using these for years, they're not really in love with the Yeti cups, right? Baby, do you love this cup or no?
Yeah.
You're not listening. Ready to listen in English? Which ones do you like better, these or the Stanley Cups? Huh? What? Remember we saw the video last night, the pink ones, and you said...
okay.
Takes a while. Anyhow, they saw all that stuff last night. They were so excited. Let me get them some Stanley gear in here. There's a definite flaw in my system because I'm starting to sweat. And if I got to stand out here for an hour and cook, I don't know if I need an entire hour of sunshine during my cooking show. I may just have to move it on in. Okay, don't come out here eating the dough, licking the bowl, licking the fork.
I'm just smelling it.
No smelling. Now tell us what you're doing there, old girl.
I put the dough in here.
I put the dough in there. What?
I put that in the lodge.
And folks, the piece of gear she's referring to is the Lodge 6-quart double Dutch oven from the Chef's Collection. Piece of gear right there is made in America by the good folks down in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee, my friends. But I gotta get me another 3.2-quart cast iron combo cooker in here. I'm going after the Sportsman grill as well. just for times when we don't need to fire up the Big Mac Daddy back there, you know, just to have a tabletop version. Going with the Sportsman. Should have bought that thing years ago. You know why? Because it'll last for 100 years, so why wait? That makes sense. If I'd have bought that, well, now to be honest, if I'd have bought that Sportsman, I probably would have given it away because of our move, because it's heavy. I only brought what I could bring on the airplane. I don't know, I probably would have made an exception. Got a suitcase for that Sportsman. And for some reason, still, we have some flies hanging out around here. Not as much as we did, but we do have a few flies. I tell you what, I'll watch the children while you and your sister start the grill up.
Mine ba?
Yeah, because I'm a nice guy like that. It wasn't in my plans right now to start the grill, so you got to take over.
No. Huh?
Why am I not going to start the grill for these ladies? You be a man, you start that grill. Because I got other plans. I'm wearing a watch, I got other plans. It's not in my battle rhythm right now to start that grill. So if they want to come over here, take over my cooking table, they're going to do the hard work. Start the grill. You know why she don't want to deal with it? I'll give you three guesses. You know why I don't want to deal with it, to be honest? Because it's out in the sun. If that thing wasn't out in the sun, she wouldn't complain about starting the grill. But she's complaining because now she got to get out in the sun.
Chui, con ani ấy.
Okay, now let me give you a hint, okay? These tools are not for charcoal operations, okay? These are for meat only. Let me give you a tool that is for charcoal operations. Down on the bottom there. There you go. Get that destroyed coconut chopper. You can use that for charcoal operations. That is approved. Whoa! Hey, oh, watch out now.
Do you have any lighter?
I did until you came over here a few days ago and asked Ate for a lighter, and it left and went to
Hi.
your house.
You have lots of lighters.
Well, okay, then why are you asking me? Don't be reading the papers. So chismosa.
I know.
No need to read the papers. Just light them up. I guess.
Guess.
Good job, old girl. I see smoke already. Where there's smoke, there's flame. Good job there, Flo. Putting them village skills to work.
Ano?
Yeah, just don't put that plastic in there. I don't like a plastic flavor on my pandesal. If I wasn't watching her, folks, she'd drop that plastic right in there on top of it. That's what they do.
Gilam ka na.
Hey Flo, can I tell you the trick to the charcoal chimney?
Saan?
Patience. Time.
Kala ka na.
If you just sit down and take a 5-minute break, you'll come back and that thing will be like a dragon, baby.
Later.
Like a big old dragon.
Relax ako. Init!
It's like Vince, you're gonna take a quick break, just chill out. You can't rush to get charcoal chimney. Light a few pieces of paper. Once you see the heat coming up through there, it's gonna go.
Wait.
She's putting those up top to make sort of a Dutch oven, which is fine, but with that grill, she really didn't have to, but hey, she did whatever works. That'll work perfect. You just take this guy here, just set it up there like that. All right, folks, so we're coming out here to check her work. The John's reporting that it looks like fried rice. That don't look too bad. That don't look like fried rice.
In the bottom ba?
All right, bring it on out.
Are you gonna put here?
All right, folks, so there you go. There's your finished product.
It smells like fried rice.
They said it smells like fried rice.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he said it looks like fried rice.
Wow.
Stuck a little bit.
Look at.
Do whatever you got to do.
I can't get it.
There you go. It's coming out of there, no problem. Now it's starting to look like fried rice. Yay! Oh!
Look, it's already black.
Oh no, Flo. You burnt the fried rice.
Done. Yes.
Serve it up.
Ah. Mas hindi. Diyan. Oh, diyan. Saan ba?
Give it a taste, man, but I warn you,
Tilaway daw. Hala.
it's like burnt fried rice.
Only in the bottom. Tagay na talaga. Diba? Wala kayo. Ba't hindi ako mo? Yan. Hindi siya ganahan.
I don't think he trusts y'all's cooking.
Hindi siya ganahan? Ha? Chocolate, mana? Huy. Horizo. Horizo.
It looks a little chewy.
Ha? Chewy kasi kayo. Ha, Boris? May ganahan. Before she's eating, it means that, yummy. Approve na eh. Approve. Ito ga. Gan. Hindi ko na. Hindi ko mo ganahan. Crunchy oh. Kaya nga ka? Lamig ka?
Mama, no, tuloy.
Ha?
Ulit man.
Ha?
Ulit.
Turn it over so they can see the burnt spots. I saw y'all hiding all the burnt spots. Turn it over and show what you got. Be proud of what you just did. Trying to hide all the burnt spots from you, the viewer.
The coffee. No. What is that?